DJ Ill Will.
Hating is a weak emotion, a sign of failure.
DJ Rockstar.
Get off your ass. Worry about the next nigga that'll cross your ass. Go get on your grind, nigga, and off the pan. Slow grind up to the top, but you're falling fast. You can hate on me. Hate is my motivator. Hate is my motivator. Hate is my motivator. What? You can hate on me. Hate is my motivator. Hate is my motivator. Hate is my motivator. What? You can hate on me.
Hey guys, Mr. Skater here, and today I'm bringing you a commentary that I've been meaning to do but haven't gotten around to doing for about 3 months now, because everybody basically can relate to it, and it's just something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. So first things first, get the gameplay out of the way. It's not very that important in today's video, but it is pretty beast. Got some beast sniping gameplay I got using the DSR 50 with that new dragon camo, which looks absolutely sick on it. And later on we'll be switching over to an N94 swarm gameplay, and then maybe something else if I run out of time and need more time to talk. That's that. So hate, what I've been meaning to talk about for a while now, because everybody experiences, especially on YouTube, since all of us are you're considered YouTubers since we use YouTube a lot. We all experience and know haters and trolls and real life hate and all this stuff, bullies, you know, all that stuff. And yeah, so basically what made me want to make this comment is because over this weekend I experienced a lot of different, or not experienced, but I've seen like 3 YouTubers make videos about haters and people hating on stuff, and then I've seen something happen in real life and all this stuff. So just thought it was the right time to talk about it. So basically, my point of view, there's about 2 types of hate, and that can be true hate, which is absolutely hatred against someone because of something they've done or something. Like an example would be, which is a bad example, but last year in my health class we were talking about sexual abuse and sexual assault and something, or stuff, not something, and stuff like that. And this speaker actually came in and was talking about how she got sexual assaulted and all this stuff. And they had this t-shirt project which had all these t-shirts of people that have been sexually abused and stuff, and just writings to their abuser. And that, what they were saying to them, they have pure hatred, true hatred. And that's what I think is the one type of hate, you know, something that, like, say someone's been mean to you, or like someone killed your family member or something, you know, stuff like that. Not necessarily to those examples that I gave, but, you know, something that, like, you absolutely just, I don't know what else to say besides hate, but you actually absolutely hate that one person or thing or whatever. And then, whoops, sorry, hit my mic again. Then there's the second type of hate, which I like to, you know, you can call it modern hate, I guess, which is hating on someone or not liking someone because of how they look or something they've done, or because they're better than you. And that's what, like, a lot of people, like in rap today, they talk about a lot, you know, people like on YouTube talk about it a lot. It's just, it seems to be more common today, so that's why I'm kind of calling it like modern hate, I guess you could say. I don't know like what you could call that, but, you know, those are the 2 types that I think are basically like people you see a lot in this world. So first, you know, there's YouTube hate and then there's real life hate. So I'm gonna start off with YouTube hate because that's like more stuff that I can talk about personally, and there might be a part 2 of if I run out of time to talk about real life hate or not. But, you know, YouTube hate, people always talking about haters don't offend me, haters don't like ruin my life, just ignore the haters, blah blah blah, they don't get to you. And truly for most people that's a lie. Truly they get like on to most people. I personally just ignore people. Like if they start hating on me, like I'll, especially like in real life too, if people are like trying to say bad stuff about you, know, you come back with like a sarcastic, like funny comment, like it doesn't bother you, and show them that, and then you get like pleasure out of seeing that it doesn't bother you. You see their look on their face, but, you know, you just ignore them, don't let them get to you, and just leave them alone. Eventually they'll go away and feel stupid, and then you got your friends or your YouTube subs that'll come in and support you and get all your stuff done. But then, you know, sometimes it gets a little carried away, and then you got to step in and do stuff, but that I'm not going to talk about right now. The one thing that haters and people like usually hate and associate with YouTube is dislikes on videos. So dislikes on videos, you know, people also say they don't really affect people and don't really care because it's a rating. I mean, a rating's a rating and all that stuff. And honestly, they don't bother me. I really could care less if people dislike my videos. The one thing that I don't like about dislikes, though, is because they're like contagious, I guess you could say. So, like, honestly, think about how many times you use the dislike button on YouTube when you honestly just don't like a video, and then you go like you dislike it and then give some constructive criticism, because that's what basically it's for. People barely don't use that. Basically, they just use the dislike button because they don't like the person. You know, I've seen like T-Mart, he put out that counter UAV versus UAV video, and these other videos that upload trailer, and people just started hating on that because people started disliking it, and then more dislikes got on and more dislikes, and it was contagious. I know, like on my diamond camo video, if you guys haven't seen that, that wasn't particularly true, but it started off with like 200 likes to 30. And then it started getting more and more dislikes, and people started making more comments, and then eventually it was like almost even. I think it's like 600 to 500 likes versus dislikes right now because it's contagious. And I've seen that happen on like multiple videos, multiple people's videos, my videos, and that's basically like what I think about dislikes. And it goes along with hate, because dislike, hate, I mean, it basically goes hand in hand together, especially on YouTube these days. And you go to show hate in real life, because hate is just basically, it's contagious, kind of like bullying. You see someone bully, and then some people, like, they step in and then don't do stuff, but then some people be like you see movies about jocks and all this stuff. One person will do it, and then more people will go in and do it. Just like dislikes on YouTube or trolls on YouTube, people going in and trying to do stuff. You just got to ignore those people and then think about why they're hating on you, because most of the time it's because they aren't as happy as you are. They're not as successful as you are, why people are like saying, I love my haters. Haters are all this and that and blah blah blah, because they're kind of looking up to you, and they're kind of feeling bad for why you're doing so good and they're not, and all this other stuff. And I've seen so much YouTube drama come off of that, and fortunately for me, I haven't had much hate come to my YouTube channel. Knock on wood, hopefully that won't jinx it. But basically because I just stay out of trouble. I don't go and feed into people, and I just kind of stay on my own. A lot of people have YouTube friends, and that kind of like, when the channel gets bigger, then they want to shout out all this stuff. It doesn't work just because you just can't do it, and that just causes problems. And basically I have a couple YouTube friends that I stay in touch with, kind of contact here and there once in a while, but I've just kind of isolated myself and kind of just stayed back and just kind of chill and not have people come in, and then you don't get tied up with all these like alliances and all this stuff that get broken, and then hatred comes out, people get jealous, blah blah blah. You know where I'm going with this. But basically, I'm running out of time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. And if you guys want me to do a part 2 on more real life stuff, I kind of talked about YouTube a lot in this and didn't really get to talk about what I intended to talk about for YouTube in total. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 maybe next week, maybe in a month, maybe next year, maybe never, who knows. Excuse me. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, I'm Sinister Skater, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.